Loki is the first Marvel Disney Plus show to get a second season, and the trailer for it is full of exciting but quick details. Here's what's really going on with the God of Mischief's newest adventure. In absolutely no time at all, the trailer for Loki Season 2 puts its best and most exciting addition to the cast front and center.
We have a little bit of a situation we wanted to run by you.
Mobius! Wow! Great to see you again!
That's right, Ke Huy Quan, star of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, The Goonies, and Everything Everywhere All at Once, has joined the MCU. Details were murky when the casting was first announced, but it's since been made clear that the Oscar-winning actor is playing a TVA agent named Obi, working out of the Repairs and Advancement Department. After playing several different versions of himself in the similarly multiverse-themed Everything Everywhere All at Once in 2022, it's easy to see why Marvel would want to strike while the iron is hot. A strange phenomenon has started affecting the God of Mischief, and it looks pretty painful. Loki is unpredictably slipping through time, something that shouldn't be possible within the confines of the TVA. It's clear that this is going to lead to some supernatural shenanigans, but it seems that we're going to have to wait to find out exactly why this is happening. Is this a nasty side effect of Loki and Sylvie breaking the sacred timeline in the Season 1 finale by killing He Who Remains? Is this the MCU's version of the multiverse glitching featured in Sony's Spider-Verse movies? Or is it something else entirely? The biggest consequence of time slipping isn't its odd body distorting effect. It's taking Loki from the present to the past and back again, as hinted at when Loki is thrown back into what appears to be a scene from Season 1. Left unchecked, this volatile time travel could potentially cause even more incursions in the timeline, like the one shown in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Needless to say, it's a big problem, but even that issue might pale in comparison to the encroaching threat of a major villain. What is a God of Mischief to a conqueror of worlds? Loki Season 1 left audiences on the cliffhanger that, as a result of Sylvie killing the mysterious Kang variant known as He Who Remains and throwing the multiverse into chaos, the fabric of reality itself has changed for the worse. In the TVA, a massive statue of Kang the Conqueror has come out of nowhere to replace that of the Timekeepers, the godlike beings that the TVA previously thought to be in charge of everything. Season 1 revealed that these were nothing more than androids, of course, but Kang obviously poses a much greater threat. Here, Loki revisits that moment when he stabs a mural depicting the Timekeepers, complete with one of the decapitated android heads lying in the foreground, cut off by Sylvie in Episode 4. More Kang statues are revealed, further hinting at the Conqueror's impending arrival. Some of the best moments of Loki Season 1 came when Mobius recruited Loki into hunting down one of his own troublemaking variants, which turned out to be Sylvie. Naturally, it seems like Season 2 will try to recreate that time-traveling gimmick by having Loki and Mobius travel back in time to a very specific and intriguing moment in history. The two find themselves at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair and the Midway Plaisance, filled with shops, attractions, and rides. It doesn't seem that the time spent here is going to be very quiet, as the trailer features a glimpse of magical combat by the steps of the world's first Ferris wheel. That won't be the only point in the past we'll be visiting, though. Another shot shows theatergoers lining up outside of a showing of a film called The Zaniac, which itself is a reference to an obscure Thor villain from the 1980s. Despite a crack in his helmet, Mobius embarks on a mission that likely involves a more hands-on effort to fix the timeline. Season 1 made a big deal out of the TVA's pruning of wayward alternate universes that caused further instability, so it's possible that the glowing object he's approaching is a more literal representation of the timeline splitting apart. Whether or not that's actually the case, strange things are clearly afoot at the TVA. The place is falling to pieces, and it's likely that only Loki and Sylvie are the ones who can stop it. They won't be alone, though. A returning Judge Ravonna Renslayer appears hefting a gnarly-looking energy weapon. Last we saw of her, she was on a mission to find free will after her faith in the TVA was shaken. After providing a glimpse of the Council of Kangs, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, teases the return of Loki and Mobius at the World's Fair. As they attend an attraction hosted by a man called Victor Timely, Loki recognizes the eccentric scientist as the man that he met at the end of time.
It's him. What? You made him sound like this terrifying figure. He is.
Victor Timely makes a return in the trailer for Loki Season 2, unleashing lightning powers and causing havoc. Jonathan Majors, who plays Kang, is currently dealing with multiple allegations of misconduct, domestic violence, and abuse. This has put Marvel in a real bind, considering that Kang stands to play a Thanos-level role for the rest of the multiverse saga. The trailer avoids any real look at Kang for as long as it can, but it's difficult to imagine that the actor won't play a significant role in the season. While Loki completed filming too early for any major restructuring to be possible, it remains to be seen how Marvel makes the hard choice of addressing Major's presence moving forward. It remains unclear how exactly all the various loose threads teased in the initial trailer come together, but one thing seems obvious. Nothing good has come out of Loki and Sylvie meddling with the timeline. From a massive ghostly version of Ms. Minutes attacking the World's Fair, to the possible destruction of the entire TVA, there are all sorts of exciting developments to come in the new season of Loki. Whatever Marvel has in store, things will never be the same.
A little over the top, don't you think? I thought it was spot on.
Loki Season 2 premieres on Disney Plus on October 6, 2023.